Welcome to Pylons Play. This is Steve. I'm doing a solo episode today because I have access to XCOM 2. I'm doing a review of it on GameZone here this week, so you should definitely check that out. And I'm going to give a first look at the game here just in a second. I've played a little bit of it just to, do my job in doing a review, but I wanted to give a kind of first impression of the game. So why don't we just jump right in? I played a little bit of it, and I played the old one, so I'm going to do Veteran. I think... Let's do the tutorial, just because it's supposed to be a first look.
Excitement continues to build as city centers across the globe prepare for the 20th anniversary of Unification Day.
Thousands line up at the site of the Great Accord, celebrating the formation of the Advent Coalition.
Keeping with their promise to humanity, 12 new
I think
gene therapy clinics will be opening
those
in
guys'
select
costumes
cities
look
by
really
the
cool.
end of the
Not
new
costumes,
year.
I guess they're
Despite the
uniforms.
attempted attack by fringe elements, operations at the new facility in Paris thankfully remain unaffected.
In response to the unprovoked
I'm just gonna skip this part. We're gonna show the tutorial stuff, but I want to actually show you the game. So, here we are, starting with your characters, randomly generated. They were actually different the first time. And basically, I don't want to give it away, but we're on a specific mission here. And actually, this was one of the coolest parts of the game that I've seen so far.
Copy that. Moving up.
I'm only about like maybe 4 hours in where I am right now. All right, so basically,
But I'm exposed here.
It's better than nothing.
okay, gotta
But
move
see
up.
if you can't find a safer position further out.
All right,
Looks like full cover
here we go.
ahead. Moving out.
Let me go. All right, so the big difference between this and the old one, it's not showing it right now, but you
Crasher
have
2, stay
stealth
close.
elements
Keep
in the
pace
game.
with Crasher 1.
Basically, it'll show like up here. It will show a little icon that shows that you're in stealth.
We're gonna have to go through
And
them.
what you got to do
Stay out of sight until we're
is
ready to
like
strike.
sneak into position, like a good ambush position, and attack.
Keep to the shadows until you're absolutely set.
Because I kind of noticed the game's a little harder than the first one,
In the
which is
shadows.
kind of awesome, but kind of scary. I like it, but I love this game. It's the weirdest thing because I don't like games like Dark Souls. It's too hard. I mean, that sounds like a pansy thing to say, but I don't like it. But for some reason, XCOM feels great to me.
Don't get too close.
I'm thinking it's because it's more like,
like,
chess-like. I don't know, like, you have to sit there and think about your move instead of reacting a certain way. I mean, both are skills you gotta do for video games, but I don't know.
Hopefully that's enough.
So we're gonna sneak up on these guys after this cutscene happens.
Remind me to thank the old man.
Who's the old man? Who are they talking about?
You and me both.
So clearly those guys
We're not out of the woods
are
yet.
strange because
We
that
need
was
to
a
take
human
out
and he
those
made
remaining
weird
soldiers.
alien noises.
I've got the trap on her. Permission to engage.
Do it.
Now I think this part is somewhat scripted because you'll see why I think that. But I tried to do something before and it didn't work too well. Dead. Obviously now our cover's blown.
Crasher 1 is on the board.
The one thing that bothers me a little bit is the reaction in between actions doesn't seem as fast as the old one. It's like, did you see how they kind of awkwardly paused there and then scrambled? I would have liked it if you shot and they were just like, oh shit, and then ran off. But I don't know if that's
They
a
can
computing
see you
thing or
now.
what.
How about you all shoot first and celebrate later? No
And also, like, playing in the, I mean, it's pre-release,
Appreciate
so I
the
don't know if
bravery,
this is
but
any
you're
different,
dangerously close
so
right now. Be careful.
their reaction time seems weird, and also there's some frame rate issues. And I've got a pretty good computer, so it's not that. But, anyway. Hopefully that's nothing too crazy of a change.
You're still keeping score, right?
But again, my point is that there's modding in this game. It starts with modding tools, so that you can do anything, you know, like giving new voices, maybe giving new, like, you know, game parameters. Oh, she's super dead. And then like different scenes like this, like the action camera, because those are my favorite parts of this game.
Damn it! You can't take risks like that. Watch your flanks.
So that's how you want to play it.
Because like I saw a video of the first game back before it was even out, the 2012 one, and there were scenes where there was firefights back and forth between the enemies, and they were just like spice for the game. You wouldn't actually get hit, but you'd have like them shooting back and forth at each other. And they had that for the, like, not the demo, but like the proof of concept for this game. And it doesn't seem to be in it, but that seems like something you could mod in there. Just having a bad guy shoot at you while you're running out of cover, and it not contacting because he didn't make the move or whatever. But no, I like it so far. Who did that? There was only two. There was only me and...
She's calling reinforcements. Stop that. Transmission.
Oh shit!
Reporting in.
You're late. What have you been doing down there?
Taking in the sights.
Obviously, that's not a human.
What the hell are these things?
They're us. At least there used to be. Human hybrid soldiers. Advent's reward for obedience and service.
We've all heard rumors. I just never believed
So,
it was
if you
true.
couldn't
I
tell,
wanted to.
that is
But we
Officer
find what
Bradford
we're
from the
looking for
first one.
today. I promise you. That's
Now,
gonna
the
change.
story is kind of weird. It's
Let's move.
you lost the war in like the first couple
Looks like that
months,
transmission went through. You
and
have
then
an
the
advent
aliens
transport
took
floating on
over,
your
as opposed to you winning like you did at the end of the first one.
Cover the left side.
So that Central Officer Bradford, you, the commander guy, is gone. And this is the coolest shit. Look, oh, I gotta do this first.
I'm on it.
I've only done this once. Like, I've
Keep
only...
your eyes peeled. Fire on
Oh,
anything that
yes.
moves.
Overwatch.
The main entrance is clear.
Come on.
We need to move on the package.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, I can actually play as him. And that's his own gun. Like, it said the little name on it. And his like, nickname is Central. And that's funny that they put that in there because, people would joke about the game and say, oh, you know, Central Officer Bradford, you know, where his first name is Central. And Officer and Bradford are his middle and last name. So I'm guessing they just put it in there because they're kind of paramilitary, so they don't really have ranks. So his name's just Central. But
Hold up.
he has a first name.
We
He
should
didn't
check
used to
that
have
body
one.
for salvageable gear. We need anything we can get at this point.
All right,
Better move
so
fast, though. I've heard rumors
there are
Advent
different
might push
game
stuff to
modes
self-destruct.
that basically are, you know, you don't always clear a place. Sometimes you have to escape. So when you win a place and you just kill everyone, then you get, you know, you collect all of the spoils of war. But if you're not, you have to actually pick it up and extract it, which is pretty cool. I don't know what it is about games and extractions like this in the past, I don't want to say year because 2016 just happened, but you know, you have Metal Gear Solid with your cool-ass helicopter thing. You have the helicopter in Fallout,
Reinforcements just hit the ground.
and then in the Division beta, which we played on the channel,
Now I know where
you have to do like this gear extraction with a helicopter. I don't know what it is about it this year, but I mean, I don't know. Those things are really cool, so I'm not complaining at all. And that's what this game feels like. You know, XCOM's
Well done.
kind of been
Fall
like,
back to our position. Just go.
it kind of seems like a teenager's, you know, wet dream kind of thing, because they're all, it's over the top, but in a really amusing way. You know, like, if it was a game that took itself too serious, you'd be like, really? His name is Central? Like, his nickname is Central? That's lame. But in this, you're just like, oh, yes, of course, because he was so badass in the first one that you have... You know what I mean.
I'm going for the door.
At least I hope you know what I mean. Otherwise, I sound dumb.
You should be able to cut right through the door.
Okay, so here's a cool thing. You can hack. Every character can hack, but there are certain classes that can hack better. But we don't have a class right now. They're just rookies. So this is basically what you do. You have a 100% chance to unlock the door, but these are additional things that can happen. So you can disguise signal. You can immediately gain concealment, which has a 5% chance of unlocking, and override. So you will unlock the door, but you have an additional chance to do more. So let's try it. All right. Didn't get the other thing, but I did unlock it. So
Good. Let's go.
let's go Central. I
Secure the package.
was stoked when they brought him in, and that just like faded right into a cutscene, which I think is cool. I love that he popped up and I was playing as him. I was like, are you kidding me? So they're on a mission to grab someone.
Looks like there's an access panel attached. If you got me a better look, I might be able to...
Nope, no time.
Next time.
So who is that? I already know. I'm just cheesing it up.
Let's get out of here.
All right, let's. Perfect. So you can do this with dead soldiers, unconscious soldiers, bleeding out soldiers. You can carry them. In the old one, you just had to beat the level before they died.
The security grid just lit up. Firebrand is holding nearby for evac, but it's now or never, Central.
So Firebrand is basically your new big sky. Your new like helicopter transport. I don't know what you want to call it. Oh, they got the shit out of him.
Central, Crasher 1 is down. You have to get out of there.
So if you couldn't tell, the guys in the
Another
red,
exit. Now.
these guys are like officers, while the other ones are normal dudes. Who may do different like things, like combat related things. They're annoying, but like in a not like a I wish they weren't there kind of way, if that makes any sense. They add more to the game is what I'm saying.
Works for me.
And from what I've seen so far and what I've heard and seen in the just stuff that they've had online, there is a lot
Almost there.
of new
Stay
enemies.
focused.
Like a ton, which is really cool. And I've run into like 4 so far, so I can only imagine how many more there are. But I think we're gonna do another Let's Play of this. I'm just doing a first look, but we're gonna do an actual Let's Play. That
Way too close.
thing over here is totally bugging out.
Need a medkit here.
Yep, okay, this is scripted, because that happened last time. And I was like, no, you can't kill Bradford, no.
Firebrand, this is Gatecrasher. We need an immediate evac. Get us out of here.
Now, if anyone's ever played Enemy Within, the expansion to Enemy Unknown, you'd see the cutscene that made everyone love Bradford, and I think that's why they included him in this one in such a capacity. Because he was a badass. He, like, some dude was trying to get the creep up on him, and he just pistol whipped the shit out of him.
Keep moving.
You don't need to tell me twice.
Which no other game, or no other character in the game could do. So, it was like, it was funny, but also, you're like, oh, this guy can handle himself. I don't have to protect him. Alright, so, Have I not already called it? Oh, here we go. 3. So there's my evac. And I feel bad because you get her later, like after this, and she immediately died in the next fight. So I have no idea what this thing is. Besides scary as hell, but you know. No idea what that thing is. Alright, I think I'm gonna end it there. But we're definitely gonna be doing a Let's Play of this game. I really like it so far. It's really fun and really classic. It feels... People were worried about, you know, the whole fact that they got rid of the old Stalker continuity or whatever, but it's just a different world or whatever. I'll let you see what this
Wish
is,
we had more time.
and then I'll cut it.
I don't disagree. But as it stands now, we risk losing the patient if we don't begin the removal procedure immediately.
We're ready.
Good. Then let's get on with it. Remarkable. Just like 20 years ago.
Oh my god. It's the Commander!
Calling it a war back then.
And those are actual scenes from the old game.
We had no idea what was coming.
Response from the cerebral cortex. Good. Prep
All
for
right.
cranial intrusion.
Well, I think we're gonna cut it there. We're definitely playing more of this, so like and subscribe to our channel, and you'll see more.
managed
I
to
promise.
identify the connection.
All right, guys.
Prepare to make final incision.
These readings are getting really erratic.
Of course they are. These implants were never designed